Hey everyone, Gene Z here. Wanted to come back to the topic of Google Flights tonight. I shared with you that that was one of my go-to apps for managing costs of airline travel when I'm booking my own flights and all that sort of thing. Well, tonight I wanted to just take us back there and just show you a little bit more how to use the app because there's a couple little subtleties there that I think you can get a much better understanding of having an opportunity to look at it than me just trying to explain it. So just sharing my screen here, and you can see up here in the browser bar, I've got google.com/flights. That's the URL. So let's just go there real quick, and it'll bring it up. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so just real quick, we'll do a round trip flight. So let's do Newark, which is typically where I fly out of. Also, oftentimes, just to kind of check my best pricing, I will choose some nearby airports that are convenient for me. Typically, I don't, but certainly can click JFK, and then you can get more airports in the area, in the region. Sometimes I look at Allentown, which is actually only about 40 minutes from me, and maybe even sometimes Philadelphia because it has some better pricing sometimes. So I'll put those in, and you'll see that all those come up here as the point of origin. And then we'll put in whatever our destination is, and just since I was just there, we'll put in Dallas Fort Worth. Pick our dates, um, and let's just say the 14th of November. And we go over here and we'll pick the return date, and let's just say the 22nd. One little thing I want to show you about about this is that this is a Monday to Sunday calendar, not a Sunday to Saturday calendar. So mind your dates when you're picking them, so you don't get the wrong ones. These little arrows you can click to move one day left, one day right. There's some other options you can choose here. You can choose flexible dates if you want to. You have a date range of a couple days, and it will then try to optimize the best flight costs across those days, and give you some guidance on that. You can also get a graph of pricing um, right here, and you can see how pricing goes out over time. And you can kind of gauge where the pricing is peaking, maybe because of holidays, but also peaking because we're getting closer to the time of the flights. And as you get further away, the prices go down and typically stay down. So you can see the preferred days and not. You can turn that on and off just by toggling back and forth here. And so once you set all that, you can then click up top here, and you can get your outbound flights. You can choose which one is the best. You see it gives you a prompt about the best nearby date in terms of saving some additional money. But you can pick a flight, and you can see just this United for $381. The outbound flight, there's a bunch of different ones over the course of the day. You can pick whichever one you want, and they will all have that same basic price. So let's just pick this 6 a.m. flight here. You pick that, and then it'll pick the return flights, and you choose whichever one, the best ones, both in terms of price and in terms of reliability, are here at the top, and then the more expensive ones are down below. Not always are the ones up at the top non-stops. If the more cost-effective ones are one-stoppers, they'll be at the top. So we'll just choose one of these, and then you can see what you get here is the details. Then you can book directly going to the United.com website, or more interestingly, you can track the price. and you just click that, and it'll store that itinerary, and it will track the price as it goes out, as you go day by day. It will give you an alert, and an update on what the price is, and you can come back and see what the price history is. To get to that tracked prices, or tracked flights from here, you just click on this hamburger bar up top here, and you can see I have one tracked price for an itinerary I was following. It's actually one that I've already booked, but I didn't disable it and turn it off, and just let it run. And you can see for this itinerary that I was tracking, out here on the 15th of November to the 18th of November, um, what the price history has been, as it's 40 days in advance of the day, and so on and so forth, or 40 days in advance of today. And you can see how prices have moved up, but not predictably so, somewhat unpredictably. And so you can kind of look at that and get a gauge as to how prices are moving, and you can, yeah, hopefully bet better with that information than not, and save yourself some money. So that's has really been a huge help to me to try to find the right time to buy the ticket, and also play around with different itineraries. Do I take a red eye? Do I not? Do I travel the next day? How much is it, cost of a hotel room versus spending a very short night on an airplane? What's that look like, and so forth. One other thing here is just email notifications are on, so I get an update every time there's a price change on this itinerary. If I click it the other way, I can turn them off. So that's a very quick overview of Google Flights. And I just wanted to give you that tonight, so you have a little more familiarity with it and you can put it to work right away. Hope that is useful. And so for your next solo adventure out there, I hope this saves you some money, have more money for a nice dinner, a better getaway destination to go to, rather than paying it all to the airline. So have a great evening. Take care, and talk to you soon.